What's up, guys? My name is Potato and welcome back to my hardcore series. How have you guys all been? I've been doing good, except for one little thing which I'm about to go show you guys right now. So you know that skeleton spawner that I found last week or so? Well, I decided to go work on it a bit because, well, my stuff is getting kind of low, and I thought, okay, I'll repair my stuff before the next episode and then we'll move on. So made this fancy little tunnel here. Or I guess a little chute. There'll probably be some water here so I can get down quicker next time. I've been meaning to do that, but I've been preoccupied trying to fix up the actual mob spawner, which I'll get to here, I guess, in a second, because apparently I'm going to be doing this right now. There we go, and then we'll get rid of that. I already have water on me. There we go. Okay. Just so it's easier to swim out. There we go. Alright, so we have our spawner here, and I've renovated just a little bit of this area, not a whole lot. Mainly I wanted to get this done, so I brought down an enchanting table, a little bit of the necessities and stuff like that, and there's another bat around here. I don't know what it is, but bats love this area. Anyways, I made myself like a little AFK room here, so I could stay nice and safe. I've been kind of messing around with the redstone work behind here and stuff, so that's why it's knocked out. But usually it was like this. And I'd hang out in here. That way I was nice and safe. However, I kind of made a boo-boo with this one. And I mean that in the sense that I made it wrong. I technically made it the same way that I made the other, my zombie one, except for my zombie one has a water elevator. This one did not need a water elevator, mainly because this room was already right next to it, so I said, you know what, I'll just take it straight into that room. And well, while I was testing it, I wasn't getting good numbers. I was only getting about 6 to like 8 skeletons at a time. So I decided to do a little bit of research because, well, I know I mess up things and stuff like that from time to time. I'll just put that block there for now. And it's not uncommon, obviously, to mess things up. And I jumped off of there automatically. Huh. We didn't do it that time. But, yeah, I have this little area here, and I have a little softener. And it was all planned out to work great. Now, although the softener, they become a 2-punch. I wanted them to become 1, but it won't matter because I'll have a brew station down here so I can do my own potions and stuff. So, anyways, I was very confused on what was happening. So I decided to do a little bit of research. And what I found out, let me go to a server that I'm hosting on my own computer right now. Just because I wanted to use world edit commands and stuff like that. On how spawners work. And because there's a lot of facts behind spawners that I didn't know of, and I'm not even actually I didn't follow these up through the Wikipedia articles or whatever. I read a little bit of it and I kind of put this together a little bit, you know, to try to convey what I've learned. So anyways, let's pretend that these diamond blocks are the spawn, or the spawner rather, and spawners are not actually located in the middle of, I guess, their spawning area. One side, well, I guess 2 sides will be longer, like these 2 sides right here, will be longer than these 2 sides. These 2 sides will only be 3 away from the spawner, while these ones will be 4. Now, how do you dictate which sides are the right sides? And if you hit F3, F1, which, as you can see over there where I'm looking at right now, says west. So it's right underneath the XYZ right there. It says F1. Now if I go over here, F2. Those are your 2 longer sides, F1 and F2. So west and north, I guess. Down here is F0, and that's F3. Those are your 2 short areas. So that's the easy way to figure that out. Now, the area that they can actually spawn inside of, where the mobs will, you know, poof into existence and everything like that, is actually an 8x8x3 area around it. So the spawner would be in the middle, and they could do 1 block above and 1 block below. Now for 2 high creatures, obviously you're going to need room for them, so you would just need to make sure that you don't block it off right here, because then you just negated this whole level right here for them to spawn in. So if you are going to put a roof, make sure it's at least 2 high like that. That way, when they spawn on this level right here, their head doesn't get suffocated. Well, they wouldn't even spawn there anyway, so also keep that in mind. Now, the biggest problem that I had with mob farms and stuff is that I didn't actually know what the activation area is. And now activation area is the area that you have to be inside of. That's probably a little disorienting. I don't know how well the bitrate is going to look at. I know it doesn't matter. YouTube is laying like that. Anyways, this is the area that you have to be inside of to keep the spawner activated. That's not anything other than keeping it activated, where you see the little flames on the spawner turn on. I could have put spawners in here, but we're going to save that for another test right after this, so you guys will have a good example for that. So it's a 16 block radius sphere. It's not actually a cube. It's an actual sphere around the block here. So that's this entire area here. So you don't really have to be right up against it to keep it activated. You just got to be somewhere in the zone, and this spawner will stay activated. Now, that's not the same thing as to say it will keep spawning things. It will try to keep spawning things, but it needs to check a certain area before it spawns anymore. And that's apparently what's called an escape zone. Basically what the mobs need to get out of before the mob spawner can spawn more mobs. So that would be an 8 block. So you got 4 here and 4 there. 8 blocks out of the spawner here is the escape zone. So after this block, not starting on this block, but after this block, is when the spawner will check this area. So it checks the gold box and everything inside of it to see if that number is, I think it's 6. It's between 6 or 8, around there. If there's between 6 or 8 mobs, it won't spawn another mob. But if you push those mobs out of this zone and move them away, which I believe my zombie farm actually pushes them out to right here. No, because the 8 block is on the inside, so it's actually probably about right here. It doesn't matter. You just got to get them out of this zone, and then the spawner doesn't care. It'll keep spawning them indefinitely. So if you stand right here and you have them pushed out just outside, you can even put them right here if you wanted to, which is what I'm going to be doing with my skeleton farm. Hopefully, I don't know. I may have to rework the design a little bit because I didn't actually check which way is west and north. So that'll actually depend on how far I have to go out from that block. And so that would be the horizontal escape zone is 8 blocks away from the spawner. So that was the number that I kept hearing in my head. I was like, oh, 8 blocks, 8 blocks. That has to be where I got to go. But this is where my skeletons are being dropped right now, is actually on this block right there. And that's why I'm not getting good spawns, is because of this. So hopefully I could just bring it out 1 block and I don't have to destroy everything of mine. But if not, oh well. Now there is an actual vertical escape zone as well, which is far less, I don't know, big. Words are not today for me. Only has to go up 4 blocks. So I just put these just so it's easier to count the blocks. And this would be the 4th block right here. And that's 4 blocks below and 4 blocks above. And thankfully, my my zombie farm is that's what's happening with that, is that the water elevator is actually taking it, I think, like 8 blocks up, something like that. I don't know, but my activation zone is just outside of the spawner. So like where they get crushed is like somewhere like right here. That's why when I stand right in front of my crusher, I don't get good spawn rates because the spawner is turned off, and I only get the base amount of zombies. But when I go inside of my farm, so I'd go through the back door and I go inside of it, I activate the spawner again. So that was my mistake with that one. But if you can do a water elevator of them, it's a lot easier to put them in a position where you stay close to the spawner and stay within the activation zone, because you only have to take them out 4 blocks. Unfortunately, in my hardcore, I got to deal with the horizontal escape zone, which is fine because, like I said, this is where my skeletons are currently at, and I'm hoping that if just by moving them 1 block further out, that things will be good, and I don't need to deconstruct everything that I spent an hour or so, actually much longer than that, probably closer to 3 hours working on. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of show or share these facts of spawners, because this is definitely things that I did not know about. And if you keep all of these in mind, building a mob farm should actually be pretty easy for you guys to do. Mainly because it's just simple waterways like my current one. If I go back into my hardcore, my current one, there is nothing special about this. This is literally a little bit of water. Can I break this block? Yeah, okay. I didn't want it to flood everything. This is honestly probably the most basic mob farm that you could probably make. And after figuring out all of these little facts and stuff, I now realize why it's actually good to have this brought down 1 block. Because this is what I'm standing on here is normally the floor, because the floor goes right below the spawner. But if you take out that floor, you're opening up a whole level of activation for these skeletons to spawn in. So let's actually pop up on top of here and see which way we're facing. So this is F2 and F1. So these are our 2 long sides here, which means that our spawn zones here. Sorry, I was thinking about how I was gonna move about these things. Our spawn zone is actually just up to this wall, which is nice. However, this one right here, we can take out this wall here and add in a whole layer of blocks for skeletons to spawn in. Which is good, although I won't need it, I don't think. So let's, I do have cobblestone, nice. So we could cover that back up. Get rid of that. We'll block that off, and let's do a little bit of counting here. So from our spawner here, this would be block 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, oh man, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to bring my skeletons to this block right here. This is the absolute minimum block that they have to move from. So unfortunately, it does look like I'm kind of not SOL, just in a bad position, because like I already had to bring down the level a little bit to match this, which means I'll probably have to tear down this tunnel and move it over to here or something like that, and then we'll just get rid of this wall or something. What is that? I'm hearing things. No? Okay. Oh, I got a zombie. He's underneath, isn't he? There you are. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Why don't you get in that lava? Come over here. There you go. And into the lava. Okay. So, it looks like I got a little bit of work ahead of me. I don't know why. Why did I think that this was the right block? I counted before. I mean, even if I counted from this block right here, right underneath the spawner, as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it would only be 1 block earlier. Maybe... Oh, see, this is where, in my head, this would be block 8, yeah? I thought that I had to stand here to keep the spawner activated, but you can see that the flames are still going. And that... Oh, right, no stairs. You have to move a pretty far distance away for that to stop. Well, yeah, I can take out that block so we can actually see it. As you can see, even standing way out here, the spawner is still going. I hear you on the other side of this. Oh, no, it's me backing up into the ladder. I was going to say, I hear you walking on the other side of this wall. Anyways, I'm going crazy. The spawner is still activated, which is good because I could be anywhere in here doing whatever I want. I don't have to be in a specific place, like a very small margin, which I thought I did beforehand to keep this thing going. So I got a lot of room to play with. So what I think I might do, let's see how many blocks we are down below. So if we these signs would be block 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be, whoops, I probably shouldn't just dig into that because I do have redstone down below here. Yeah, there you are. Okay, so this is block 4 right here. So if I can get the head of the skeletons down to, let's use a block that I can actually tell once I've placed it. I think that's actually, yeah, that would be the block right there, that cobblestone block. So let's figure out how to get out of here again. There we go. Put blocks there. And we'll go back inside. If I can move them down to here, which would be 1 block lower than what I'm currently on. So if I take out this floor here and just bring this whole contraption of mine down 1 more block, I should be in the clear. Which I think would be easier for me to do with the current design. I'm going to have to move the stairway back again. But maybe I'll just do something like this where I'll make this flat again. Like that. And then we'll put that fence here. And then we'll bring the stairway somewhere over on this side. That way when we come down... Ooh, there's a storm going on outside. That way when we come down here, we're not immediately on top of a staircase. Because the staircase is going to have to start right here for this to make sense. So it's just going to be easier, I guess, to move the stairway to something right here. And, yeah, that'll work. I don't want to have to break up this because the bookcases and stuff, they're a pain. So, all right. So let's do that. Let's get this little area going. I was gonna do a little example of the mob spawners and stuff like that on the test world that I'm hosting right now, but that's fine. We don't need to do that. We just need to get this working and get those spawn rates working, or going rather, instead of just being 8 and then stopping. Because I'm not going to get any experience that way. So I'm going to get to work, and I'll come back to you guys with a little bit of progress. Progress? Progress. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me today, guys. Anyways, I'll see you in a bit. And we're back, and, well, a bit more of the renovations are done, and a good amount of them that I'm pretty happy with. As our skeleton mob farm thing kind of evolved into this kind of weird medieval looking face type of deal, kind of Stonehenge-y. I was just building it all, and then I realized, oh wow, this kind of looks like a face, so I went and made some redstone lamps. Shush, be quiet please, I gotta turn that down, otherwise that's gonna drive everybody crazy. So I brought in some redstone lamps and I put some there. I put some behind the 2 little places here, which I'll get to in a second. As soon as I let you guys know what's going on with this right now. So this is 9 blocks away. So these guys are just out of the reach of, well, they're 4 blocks down and they're 9 blocks out. So I brought him out closer, one more block, and we dropped him down out of the range of the spawner. Now, this lever works just like my zombie one. Speaking of zombies, there's one around here somewhere, where it has a block back here that it pushes over, and it stops any more skeletons from coming in. But the one with this is that when I flip it on, the lights come on like this, which I like. So it kind of shows as like, you know, he's awake and he's ready to go, and you can kind of, it provides light here so I can actually see what's going on. And when I have it off is when the mob spawner is active, where it's ready to go. And it actually doesn't affect the spawns at all up there because the light doesn't reach, because the block that it moves is actually on this level here, which blocks it completely from the spawner, but the skeletons stay within range of the escape zone. So there won't ever be more than like 8 bundled up in there if I keep this active. So it's a good way of turning it off, just because it'll only keep the 8 or so that are up there. Other than that, the softener works the same way as the zombie one. Just kind of spits out lava a little bit. I am having a problem with timing though, because I notice sometimes there's a group that dies. And I think it might be because of the fall damage that some of them take. See, there you go, right there. Just only a couple though, which it could be from the ones that are jumping, maybe. They jump before they fall, so they take a little bit more damage. But from there, they are a one punch, which is super, super nice and convenient. I did set up a brewing station, though, down here. But we'll get to that in a second. Here is all of the bones and arrows that I've collected since this thing has actually been running properly. And that's just from digging out these areas, running back to my house and coming back. All the bows. There was some enchanted bows in here, but I combined them into this bow right here. And I've been talking to Brenny between these last 2 clips, because I was helping him and Brayden build Brayden's new computer. So anyways, I asked him, I was like, what should I call my bow now that we're actually putting enchantments into it? And he said call it a dark bow. So I called it the Brenny Beast Dark Bow. And we're at power 4 now. Still only punch 1, but I'm okay with that. We have repaired our picks a little bit. This one is super hard to repair. I think it's like 38 levels? 36 levels, and I can't do 2 at a time. So I have to do 36 levels and another 36 levels. I did bring an old pair of pants to fix these ones, because actually, do I have enough right now to fix it? 10! Darn it. So we need level 10. So let's see if we can't just get... Oh, he has a... Cool. I hope that drops. I'm looking to get more punch on this bow. Come on. The only thing I don't like is that it takes a long time for the fire to go all the way down. I did suffer a crash accidentally, though. Well, I say accidentally because I didn't want it to happen. But I was just hanging out here, and then my computer crashed. I came back, though, and I had 500 zombies still waiting for me, so I was very happy about that. Okay, there we go. That saved us some diamonds there. And got our pants back up. Our helmet is about to break, though. I'm not too scared about it, mainly because it's only projectile protection. It is projectile protection 4. I would just like regular old protection, so I'm not too worried about that. Why am I hearing door breaking from over there? There shouldn't be any doors over there. We'll get to that in a second. Anyways, it does seem pretty dark. Oh, whoops. Where was this torch to where I could break it? It's supposed to be like right there. It seems dark down here. And that's because I don't have Optifine, so I can't turn off depth fog. And we are at Y9 now. We are super low to the ground. Anyways, here's my little station here for potions. I don't have any gunpowder right now, so I can't make these splash potions just yet. But I have my infinite water source, some supplies that I pulled from home, and a couple of furnaces up here in case I need furnaces. And then I have my neat little dark room for my nether wart, which I quite like. I like that it's in its own little room. We do need to make a room for melons down here. I was thinking about maybe in this section right here, and then we could use the space underneath these two platforms, but I haven't checked out what has really happened underneath there. So other than that, we have an armor drawer, some even worse armor, so just leather stuff and then just random things. This still has stuff in it because it's just too much and I don't feel like transferring it in between. Go up to the next level. Show you guys I got this cool little loft area, and this right here is what I plan on doing with these two rooms. This will continue to be cobblestone all the way down that way. This over here, however, will be opened up to be more, I don't know, open feeling rather, I guess is maybe. I'll probably take it out another block or two because I really want tall ceilings in this area. I think that would look good, especially with the fountain here, which I'll probably end up moving closer to the center of the room, which is fine because it's only one thing of water and it's not a very complicated. Excuse me, I had a yawn there. It's not a very complicated fountain, so we can rebuild it pretty easily. Other than that, I'll probably seal off this side over here. I would have gone through there, but oh, hello. I wonder where he came from. Hi, how are you? Oh yeah, we fixed our sword a bit too, which I'm happy about. Sweet gunpowder. Where are these guys coming from? I like this song. It's a good song. I don't know. I try to light up these caves. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't near you, but whatever. Could always use more gold. I need gold for those melons. To make glistening melons. There we go. Whatever, that'll be fine. No? Nothing over here? Where are these coming from? I don't know where they're coming from. But we do have another stronghold up here. This is that lava that we saw from the very top. I can't zoom in, but it is up there. I've had this zombie also stuck in this fountain for ages and ages. And I think I gave him zombie meat a long time ago so he wouldn't despawn. And he has just been there for so long. Anyways, I get lost on this side of the stronghold because none of this is connected to my my good stronghold, I guess you could call it. My renovated stronghold down below. Go back down. I'm back over here. So I've just been I just put this wall up. I'll probably block it off completely. Other than that, I don't really know what to put down here. Maybe I'll put in some farms. Maybe this is a good place to put farms. Like, we'll leave this as like a common area, this little area here, but over on this side, we can have like a little section for each type of farm. But the thing is like we're still super low. We're Y15 on the ground level here. And to be honest, I don't want to have to come down here every single time I want to farm. So we may I shouldn't say we may. We're gonna put the farms up here. We're most definitely gonna put the farms up here somewhere, just because it'll be easier for us to get to. It'll be less work. We got a slapper somewhere around here. Hey, here he is. No? Oh, there you are. You were over here. There we go. Get some slime balls. And this cow that got stuck down here a long time ago, he just hasn't left. Actually, there you go. Give you a nice little light. But yeah, guys, that's basically what I've been working on. Just moving stuff around and doing all that type of fun stuff. which isn't that fun because it takes ages and ages still with the skeleton spawner to get experience. I think we need to start maybe making some waves to making a blaze farm. I've never made one ever. I've only ever watched one video, and that was Brenny's on his hardcore. And I'd like to see about finding maybe a double blaze farm, like two spawners to make into one. I hear that's the way to go. So yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. And if you have any other ideas to put down in the stronghold, I would appreciate some help because there is a lot of rooms here. This place is huge, and I'm definitely going to need help. So maybe we'll get another room in here pretty soon and get working on that blaze farm. Or, I don't know, if some other idea strikes up, I'll start working on that too. And some of you, real quick, have asked, when am I going to be going to the end? It's not going to be here for a while. I am not prepared at all. I want to be able to get more than just one enchantment on each of my gear here. Although I feel pretty strong at the moment with protection and stuff. I don't want to have protection 3 on at least 4, especially on my chest plate. And my super booties, they're good, but again, projectile protection is okay, but the thing, you could deal with projectile shots and stuff like that. It's not that big of a deal. Anyways, I'm going to go, and I'll see you guys, well, I guess Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday for another hardcore.